What if the headaches, the exhaustion, the pain, the anxiety weren't your body giving up on you, but it was your body's signal trying to get your attention? Today's guest fought those symptoms for years until she finally realized that they were the message. This is What's Next with yours truly, Trina Finch, and joining me today is Jagu Gopar. Hi, thank you. And you have a beautiful space here. Thank you for inviting me in. And Jagu is a registered nurse, and she's also an energy healing practitioner. So we're going to talk about her journey from those two seemingly opposite things, and we're going to see how she's brought them together. So talk to me about becoming a nurse.
Well, first of all, thank you, Trina, for having me.
So
I appreciate it.
Yes.
So glad to be here. I always wanted to be a nurse when I was a child.
Okay.
My grandparents helped raise me.
Okay.
And my grandfather had a big influence on me. He was a Ayurvedic practitioner, an Ayurvedic doctor in India, very well renowned.
Okay.
And I always saw him practicing in the clinic, really helping people heal. Ayurveda is a 5,000-year-old science and medicine. So I saw him helping patients heal. He had this beautiful presence and peace within him. And I was always drawn to helping elderly, as I was had a lot of influence from my grandparents.
Okay.
So from a very young age, I wanted to be a nurse and help people heal. And I knew no better.
Right.
That was the only thing I knew.
That was the only thing you knew. I love that. And so you became an RN. Tell me about that.
I became a registered nurse in 1996. I graduated from Ohio State. And I went into helping, again, seniors and in mental health.
Okay.
And the first couple years of nursing, I was so excited to just learn and help people and just, learn all different things in nursing to build my confidence, to build my skill level. But I saw something when I was helping patients. I saw that they were on so many medications. And something within me was like, is that really healing? We were just giving people medications to treat their symptoms. And we were really never looking at the root cause. So that opened a gateway for me.
Okay.
I was always very curious, very open to all the possibilities and learning new things.
Well, and with your background in Ayurvedic medicine, you already had this openness to non-traditional Western medicine.
Going back as a child and myself, seeing my grandfather help people, it was like awesome. But then when he wasn't helping patients, I always saw him just meditating. And there was this sense of total peace within him. As a child, I didn't know any better.
Right.
But I gravitated towards that energy. As a nurse, I began to have my own struggles, stress building up, anxiety. And in that moment, I remembered what felt so calm, and that was my grandfather's presence and just meditating. And so when I started looking up for solutions in the nursing model, we would just medicate people. And I knew that's not what I wanted. So I started searching really for something more holistic.
Okay.
I went to the bookstore. I was looking things to help myself with. And naturally this book fell on my lap, and it was about meditation and yoga.
Okay.
And that's when I had that goosebump and feeling of my grandfather's presence. That opened the doors to meditation and yoga, breath work. And then within that same year, I also found Reiki healing. I actually lived 2 lives. It sounds weird, but during the day, I was a nurse and I helped people heal. I love nursing. I love my patients, the families, educating. I loved everything about nursing. So I did that. And then in the evenings, weekends, I learned what my heart really felt drawn to, which was really finding answers. And there was always that voice within me that said, there's more. Your body can heal itself. And at that time, I had no idea what that really meant. What is this that keeps, this voice, this feeling I have that keeps coming up? So it would be like, it energized me to keep seeking.
Okay.
And that's what I did. I read lots of books. I met the right people. Everything always happened. And whenever I learned something, I was so thrilled. I was excited. I was having fun.
Oh, okay.
And I loved it.
You loved it. So tell me about, how did you get to the place where you had to step away from the traditional nursing that you were doing? Was your body cooperating?
So in my 20s and 30s, I was living this beautiful, vibrant life.
As we do in our 20s and 30s.
Like really wonderful. And then in my 40s, I started seeing like my body just shifting, and it wasn't handling the stress like it did before. I started slowly developing, but I started having arthritic pain in my joints.
Okay.
My thumbs were so inflamed, my wrist, I had some tendonitis, just, a lot of inflammation. And of course, I also followed the medical model, and I went to a doctor too, even though my nudge was, yes, there's arthritis developing here. I wanted to, be sure. And we did all kinds of testings for me to get the label and diagnosis of you have arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis in the joints. But it got to the point where it was so bad, I needed to do something. And the doctors did put me on some medications. They were making me so sick. They were giving me all kinds of GI trouble. I was feeling lightheaded and dizzy. So it was helping probably the inflammation, but then causing these other symptoms.
Trouble.
And that didn't agree with me. And that's when I said, I'm done. I'm done with all of this. I'm going to go back to full-blown everything I know, and I've studied all along my path. I've studied, essential oils, aromatherapy, all different types of energy work. I mean, I was always curious and learning all different things and becoming, like certified and trained. It was always for myself, but I was like, I'm going to open it all up again. And, breath work, the meditation. And one more thing, Trina, it's not that I stopped doing all of this. It's my work got so busy. I was so busy taking care of so many patients, so many families, and it was just very busy. I was also raising my kids with my husband. I forgot, and I put all my needs aside, is what I did. I was helping everybody and silently suffering within. And that was my wake-up call. Okay. When my hands weren't really working for me, and I was like, holy cow, like, how am I supposed to help my patients? That's when I turned to 360-degree turn to energy work, breath work, nutrition. My entire lifestyle was changed.
So you really didn't walk away from nursing. It just shifted.
Absolutely.
It just shifted.
No, it just shifted. In fact, it helped me broaden and remembering that, hey, we're whole. And it took me a good year to fully get my inflammatory under control. And then silently, I started having migraines. After the rheumatoid, and I calmed all of that, migraines started. And I don't know if you've ever had a migraine, but they can be very debilitating.
They can.
It's like you can't do anything. And I had so much work to complete. And the only way I found my migraines to be somewhat calming was if I would be grounding outside. And I would even then be taking my work outside. I was a case manager at that time. So I would take calls outside while I'm grounding. But that was more maintenance level. But when the migraines really hit, it was just miserable. I felt like I had to shut everything down.
Okay.
Every time I would get quiet enough to be like, God, what is happening? Why me? That's the question that, I'd always ask, why me? Like, I'm doing everything right to help people.
And I'm giving and I'm serving. And
yes, I'm giving. I'm loving what I'm doing. I'm offering my whole heart and myself, unconditionally. And why am I suffering this? I just don't get it. And I keep continuously helping and clearing the things. But then a voice within me kept saying, it's time to change. It's time to shift. And I couldn't understand that. I would ask, like, out of curiosity, what does that look like? And the voice, the vision I kept getting was, share your secret medicine. The love for energy. I like quickly shut that down. I was like, no. I'm like, oh, no. That's
I
for
graduated from Ohio State. I have a nursing license degree. This is what I'm doing.
Working from my mind,
Yeah.
I was shutting down my heart and what God wanted me to do and what I was
the gift you'd been given to share. That you were kind of wanting to keep to yourself.
Yeah. And it just kept coming up until this one day. This migraine was so bad, and I literally felt like my head was going to explode in all pieces. And I was so miserable. I couldn't keep calm. Like, it was so bad. I literally had tears, running down my face, and it's like I was just in the mercy. And I was asking my husband, oh my gosh, I really feel like my head's going to explode. And he said, honey, you are doing this to yourself. Like, nobody is asking you to do all this. Why don't you step away? And that's when I said, and do what?
Right.
and then I just kind of left. I said, okay, I'm just going to, obviously, I need to just help me calm. And when that happens, I have all kinds of quantum wellness stuff. And I was sitting on my biomat, just curled up with my essential oils and doing my yogic, energy, where it just draws up all the energy to the head to just really help control that from, getting worse sick and puking or passing out. And and it's like the next day. My meditation, I asked again, God, what is it?
What am I supposed to do?
I am not going through this yo-yo effect. This is miserable. I felt like for years I would do all the energy work, help myself heal and be this vibrant, wonderful being, Monday ready to go and tackle and help all her patients and families and, co-workers, and then by Thursday I was depleted and exhausted and wiped out, and then again working on myself, and this was a cycle I was just tired of. And again, that same message, share your medicine, energy work. And I literally just started crying in that moment of meditation. And I don't even know how to surrender, but I kept hearing about surrender and surrender and surrender and all the silence programs I've done through the Art of Living. So I was like, okay, I don't even know how to do this. But I just had this big cry, and I just said, God, I trust you.
And you let go.
I trust you wholeheartedly. I have no idea what this looks like. I don't even want to leave nursing. But I'm going to just turn in my resignation. And I'm just trusting that you will take care of me. I have no idea the steps. I don't even know how to promote myself, put myself out there. I don't even know how to run a business. But I do know one thing. I do know how to help people heal.
Yeah.
I know how to help people heal. And I'm going to have to learn how to put myself out there. And I literally made a pact to God. And I said, I'm turning in my resignation. I'm opening the doors. You help me and guide me.
And how long ago was this?
3 years and 4 months.
But who's counting?
3
So
years and 4
3
months.
years and 4 months that you've been on this path, helping people connect with their energy. Okay, so if somebody is hearing about energy and energy healing for the first time, what is one thing that you would hope that they're curious about in hearing this?
I want all the viewers to know that as soon as you drop your blocks, as soon as you can just say you want help, that you are open, that you are curious what this can look like for you, your body is going to support you.
But you have to listen to it, right?
You have to listen.
You know,
Really and truly, Trina, we are this society that we're we're busy.
And we're overstimulated.
We're overstimulated from the moment we get up. We will pick up our phone in bed. And that's not even something I recommend. I catch myself doing that too, but I have to stop because we're putting everything else in front of us then. We're not even acknowledging our own self and being. There is this divine, beautiful being, your soul, your higher self, your power that Creator made you. We are all so unique. We all have these beautiful gifts that we need to share. And everybody has a different, unique gift. And that's what makes us so abundant. And you know, with God's grace, we are able to share this. But we're so often to judge ourselves, put everything else above us, and we forget and we start to minimize our power.
Yes, we make ourselves small.
And we don't need to do that. We need to, I want everybody to connect to their bodies, to their hearts. That's the one thing I do with all of my clients. I teach them how to listen to their heart, how to connect to their body and listen to their body. And the work I do is all connecting with their subconscious mind and helping them empower themselves, because I can help you with a session and I'm very happy to get you out of the struggle.
Right.
But I don't want you to have to be dependent on me. I want you to have to you are yourself. You need to be your own cheerleader wherever you go. Through the triumphs of life, life is going to happen.
Yeah.
And you need to be able to know, hey, how can I support myself and my whole being? What does my body need? I want you to be empowered and listen to that voice. And it can change.
Right.
What you need can change. But
you
our
don't
bodies,
need the same thing all the
our
time.
bodies are made to design to heal itself. It's when we have all this muck and things that have gotten in the way that is interfering with the flow. So that's what I do as a healer, energy and frequency healer. I help to clear those things that are interfering. And once we remove them, your body starts to reshuffle, get into alignment, and do the miraculous thing that it's meant to do.
It's created to heal itself. I love this. I love this conversation with you. So you've 3 years in now. What is next for you? What is the dream and the vision that you have for your continued practice?
Ooh, I don't know if I've really thought that far, really, because my vision this year has been to really educate people.
Okay.
It's not even about me getting likes or people to follow me or to schedule a session with me. I want to educate.
Yes.
And that goes again back to nursing. I love nursing, and I want to say I might have left bedside nursing, but I truly never left nursing.
No.
I just shifted my career into energy healing, and something I've always studied all along. And now I'm sharing that. And I'm sharing that. But all along as a nurse, I educated. I educated people on medications, disease process, and I always promoted prevention, and I always added my own 2 cents of holistic eating properly, grounding, breath work, yoga. You know, I did all this other stuff that I could probably never document and say I did.
Right.
And that's what I want to do now.
And that's what you do now.
I am
unashamedly
here to educate and empower all my women and men too, but really women, because I can
You
resonate.
have a heart. You have a heart for women.
I resonate with them because I'm a mother. I overworked. I over-delivered as a nurse. I want to help empower busy moms. I want to help empower high-achieving women who are working so much and delivering out there for their families, their work, and then they're just silently putting themselves in the back. I want to empower you, to let you know you've got to create that space for you. I don't want you guys all to go through what I did for long 6 years before you really said, oh, we need to really change.
We need to do something differently.
Yeah. And at the age of 50 is when I started my business. And that was one of my biggest block. I kept saying, there's no way I'm starting energy healing. I'm going to be 50. Like, I want to work less, do less. I'm working more now.
But is it more
But
fulfilling?
It feels more rewarding. It brings me so much joy.
When you're doing what you're supposed to be doing,
I love it.
It is fulfilling.
It's a sacred calling. When I'm helping people and healing, it's really me aligning to divine, from God, and asking God, please use me to help this soul heal, to get to the next level. So for me, it's very sacred work.
It's very sacred work. I love that. Thank you for spending time with me today. I think you do have an offer for our viewers. And if this is something that resonates with you, or at least you do have a curiosity about this type of healing, what is your offer?
I am happy to offer all my viewers an energy scan. So it's an energy frequency scan where we can scan your voice, and it will share with you what is out of alignment in the body. It'll share your emotional blocks that you have, and you will receive your personalized, customized sound therapy. So when you listen to that, your energy shifts because it's a bioresonance. We are adding the frequency. Your body is overworking, depleted, and we're giving it what it needs.
Okay.
So then your body naturally shifts. And it's not like a drastic shift, but it's a nice gentle shift to where you could feel stressed and overworked, and suddenly you find yourself taking a pause. Suddenly, naturally, you get curious and go outside, you know, or you're just procrastinating and not working, and suddenly you start doing your work. So it's a very beautiful way to shift your energy.
Okay.
So I'd like to offer that to any of my viewers that have not had that done from me before.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you.
And I'd like to leave everybody with one message.
Yes.
If I could.
Absolutely.
I want you to listen to your body. Your body is always talking to you. We're often just shutting it down and like ignoring it, not listening. Everything else can wait. If you can just, you know, every morning before you step out of your bed, this has been my practice every day, and it really helps to ground me. Just place your hands over your heart. Just take nice 3 to 5 deep breaths. And in those breaths, be thankful that you're alive, that you rested, you know, thanking God for another opportunity, another day. The day's going to happen, things are going to happen, but ask God, what is your highest way you can serve people? And don't forget to also be there present for you. So just remembering that you are here first for you. And when you feel whole, alive, fun, loved, and in joy, you will share and do all your work in ease without feeling like you're depleted. So,
taking that moment to recharge at the beginning of your day and set your intention for the day.
Yeah.
And
I like to also end the day with that, just with thanking God for having another beautiful day and what you've accomplished. So just state like your 3 wonderful things that have happened to you. So instead at nighttime where you're marinating with all this unease and things that are going wrong, your subconscious is going through all the wonderful things that your body has.
And those things will multiply the more attention that you give them, right?
Yes.
And when you set your heart and when you set your mind to gratitude, those things that you have to be thankful for will multiply.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness, this has been so much fun hearing you can just see the energy on Jagu's face whenever she speaks, and it's infectious. Like, I feel energized just talking to you.
Oh, thank you.
So if you would like to take advantage of this generous offer, all of Jagu's information will be right after. Also, if you are looking at a next chapter, wanting to protect your family, plan for the future, reach out to me at Trina Sells Insurance. My information will follow as well. And until next time, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.